Hi, my name is Chris Wagner, and I am the Manager of Outreach at Youth Service America in support of Global Youth Service Day. I've put together a short video to do a few things. The first is to introduce anyone who's not familiar with Global Youth Service Day, what it is and the history of it. And the second thing is to take you through the website, Global Youth Service Day, or www.gysd.org, and show you how to register a project, show you how someone in your geographical area can then find your project, and then point to you some of the tools on gysd.org to help you give you ideas on what kind of project you can put together for Global Youth Service Day, and some of the functionality to help you get the word out and bring more visibility to your project and your organization. First thing I want to show you to learn a little bit more about Global Youth Service Day is click on the About link here. So I'll let you read this on your own time, but basically just some quick history. This is the 25th anniversary of Global Youth Service Day. It started in 1988, was put together by a nonprofit, Youth Service America, and since 1988, during Global Youth Service Day, has engaged millions of youth aged 5 to 25 in community service and service learning projects. Last year alone, we had 400,000 youth engaged in over 100 countries. Now, this year, Global Youth Service Day will take place from Friday, April 26th to Sunday, April 28th. That means during those 3 days, youth around the world will be doing community service and service learning projects, in addition to holding what we call Global Youth Service Day celebration events. Those events, not only do we celebrate the work youth are doing during Global Youth Service Day, but it's also a chance to point out the work youth have been doing throughout the year. Yeah, so that's a little bit about Global Youth Service Day. Feel free to look through some of the other links here. But now what I want to show you how to do is how to register a project. So anytime you want to go to the home page of Global Youth or gysd.org, just click on the logo here. And the first thing you want to do when registering your project is you want to log in. There's a couple different ways to do it. The easiest way is to go over here to the login link, click there, and here you can see you've got some different options. If you just want to create an account through your email address, you just enter your email address here and then click Send Account Activation. And that'll send an email to you with a link so you can create a password, and you'll come back to this page, put in your email address, and enter your password. The other way to do it, even if it's your first time, is that you can just sign in either through your Facebook account or through your Twitter account. So I'm going to sign in here through my Facebook account. Now, a couple of things about the website. This is a new website compared to last year. We're really pleased with it. It's one of the great things it has is more connection to your social media. So pretty much anything you do through gysd.org, you have the option in sharing that through your Facebook or Twitter account. If you are working with an organization, you might want to set it up so that when you log in with your organization's Facebook profile or your organization's Twitter profile. That way you may be able to reach more people. However, individual Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts are fine too. When you'll see, once you log in, if you scroll down here a little bit, you'll see a pledge that we put together. Now this pledge just basically says that from April 26th to April 28th, on one of those days, I'm going to engage in some kind of community service or participate in a Global Youth Service Day celebration event. And we highly recommend everybody add their signature. So if you want to add your signature, you just click here. If you don't want it published on the website, feel free to click that, but I'm okay with that happening, so I'm going to go ahead and add my signature. And like I said, I want to show you this here. So this is basically what I was talking about, how gysd.org is now really well linked to any of your social media, really. And so here I have an option. I can either post on Facebook or I can tweet that I have added my signature to the Global Youth Service Day pledge. And so I want to just show you real quick how that works. So I'm going to click Post. All right. So it's thanking me for tweeting and thanking me for posting to Facebook. And let's go to my Facebook page real quick and hit refresh. And as we can see here, my pledge has been posted to my Facebook page. All right, so let's go back to the website. And now I want to show you how to register a project. Again, anytime you want to go back to your home page, just click on the logo. Now you've got three main buttons here. First is create a project. One is to explore established projects. So if someone in your community is looking for a project, they'd be able to find yours. And you can also sign up for updates. A couple of different things about the website at this point. We only released it a couple of days ago. So we're still in the process of adding resources, templates, photos, all that good stuff. So even after you watch the video and you log into gysd.org the first time, keep coming back. There will be updates all the time to help you, again, put together your Global Youth Service Day event. One of the ways you can create your project is you can click here, or you can go up here to map, and I do want to show you the map. This is pretty cool. So it looks like at this point we've got about 15, 16 projects already registered. Again, this was just released a couple of days ago, so this will be quite filled out by the time we get to Global Youth Service Day. But again, let's say you want to create a project. So to do that, go ahead and click on the region you live in. And so the sample project I'm going to do today is going to take place in Texas, so I'm going to click on North America. And when I click on that link, I've got two options. I can either create a project or I can explore projects near me. So again, what I'm going to do today is create a project. All right. And so what we see here is basically the project registration information. And so the headline is basically the name of your project. So I'm going to put Austin Community College is hosting a Global Youth Service Day celebration event. And I'm going to say it's going to take place on April 27th at 11 a.m. And I'm going to say it's 4 hours long. And what's great is you can just type in the date and the time, 4 hours, 4.5 hours. The website will standardize it for you. If it has any problem with it, it'll just ask you to fix it. So you can just type in the information. Texas is in the central time zone, so I want to make sure I have that right. So I've got that there. Maximum capacity, so up to how many people can come to your event. So I'm going to go ahead and say 1,000 people can come. Now, because I've already created a profile, it pulled my name, my email address, and my phone number here. Now, we do suggest that when you register a project that you do have an email address or a phone number available for anyone who wants to come to your project or contribute to your project, so they have a way to contact you. So you can either, but if you do want this to be more private, you can click both of these, or if you just want to give them your email address, you can have your phone number, whatever you feel like is good for you. In this case, either is okay for me. For the venue, for the location, the venue name, this is going to be Austin Community College. The address for Austin Community College is 1212 Rio Grande Street, Austin, Texas, 78701. That is in the United States. Now, we do have an option here that if you're going to sell tickets to your GYSD event, something that probably doesn't happen often, we do have an option here for you. You will need to provide a URL like a PayPal account, but that option is there. And then the most important thing probably is a description. Now, basically, this is what you want the public to see, and this is what's going to bring the public to your project. So you want to take some time in crafting your description to basically make sure you tell them the who, what, when, and where, which a lot of this information is going to do, but you also want to make sure you describe the event. What's going to be happening? What's going to be available? Will there be food available? Snacks, water? What do they need to bring? If it's a community service project, do they need to bring their own shovel, their own work gloves? Do they need to bring snacks or their own lunch? So this is your chance to make sure you put in as much information as you can. And I've created, real quick here, I'm going to copy and paste this description of my project. I'm going to paste that. All right. So as you can see here, I go ahead and repeat the day and the time. I give them a little bit about the entertainment that's going to be available and the booths that are going to be there. And at the end, I tell them to make sure they bring lawn chairs, snacks, and family and friends. All right, so all that looks good. I want to go through these functions here too with you real quick. Allow people to RSVP. The cool thing is once you hit save and post, your project will have its own page on gysd.org. So anyone that finds your page can RSVP, basically say, hey, I'm going to come to your event, and you'll be able to see how many are coming and who's coming. If for some reason, let's say you're at a school and it's your project's on Friday, April 26th, and only the kids in the school are able to participate, it's not open to the public, then you probably want to unlink that or uncheck allow people to RSVP. You probably want to make some kind of note in your description. But in the case of my sample project here, I'm more than happy to let people RSVP, and I want to make it open to the public. Also, allow people to bring guest plus one, which is fine with me in this case. I want to show who is coming. So in this way, people are going to be able to see, including myself, who is coming. If I want to keep the RSVP page hidden from the rest of the site, I can do that too. So if I want to continue to see who's coming, but I don't want other people, the public, to see that, I can keep that private. And I also have an option here to post on Facebook so people can RSVP there too. Now again, this is the cool thing about the new site. Once you click Save and Post, it will post the event to your Facebook page. And that way, people who are part of your network on Facebook, they can also RSVP on Facebook. The really cool thing is Facebook and gysd.org will talk to each other, meaning if someone RSVPs on Facebook, their RSVP will also show up on gysd.org. So I want to show you how that works real quick here. So first I'm going to save and post. Before I do that, I want to make sure I have everything right. April 27th, 11 a.m., 4 hours. Okay, all that looks good. All right, so save and post. Okay, so here you can see I've got everything's posted. It's taking place in North America, Austin Community College. My description's there. My who, what, when, and where is here. My contact information is here. And even Google Map and directions. And just want to show you that real quick. All right, there we are. That's Austin, Texas, and that's where Austin Community College is. Very cool. So let's go back. All right, back here at the top, we have the same option here. Do I want to post this or not to my Facebook page? And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now it should be posted. Let's check that out real quick. Let's hit refresh. And here we are. Please RSVP. Austin Community College is hosting Global Youth Service Day celebration event. All right, so all of this is really simple, really easy for you to use. All right, so now let's go back to the home page. Let's say someone in Austin, Texas wants to find a project close to them. So let's go ahead and hit map again. And let's say I'm looking for a project in North America, and I want to explore projects near me. And let's say I live in Austin, Texas. And let's say I want to search within 100 miles of Austin. And so once I've got that ready, I just hit explore projects near you. And here we are. Austin Community College is hosting Global Youth Service Day celebration event. Here is description of the event, and here is an option where people can RSVP to my event. And also we have the map here to show them exactly where it's at. All right, very cool. All right, before I let you go, I want to show you a couple of other features really quick. Check out the Ideas tab. So if you don't have your GYSD project planned yet, or even if you do, check out the Ideas tab, and the first one I want to show you is Project Ideas. So here, I think I lost you for a second. There we go. Okay, so basically this is a list of projects that have been done in the past during Global Youth Service Day. And like I said, we just released this a couple of days ago. So one of the things we're going to be adding here for each of these issue areas are links to resources and also links to websites that work on these issue areas. So this is a great place to brainstorm ideas for your Global Youth Service Day project, and do check back because we will have more links and resources here for you to check out too. I also want to show you celebration ideas and talk a little bit about what happens on Global Youth Service Day. During Global Youth Service Day, again April 26th through April 28th, a lot of organizations and youth will organize community service or serving learning projects on that day. But that's not the only thing you can do for Global Youth Service Day. Just as important is to also organize what we call a Global Youth Service Day celebration event. And what that does is it's an opportunity to not only showcase what work the youth have been doing during Global Youth Service Day, but it's also a chance to recognize the work youth do throughout the year in their community. At Youth Service America, we're big believers in community service and really more importantly, service learning opportunities. And we're big advocates because what the data shows is that the more youth are involved when they're young, the more chance that as they become adults, they will be leaders in their community. So this is part of the idea behind Global Youth Service Day. So not only do we, again, want to do community service projects, but we also want to take some time to recognize the work youth already do, also recognize those organizations that work with youth, and really, put this idea out into the community that the more we engage youth to not only identify community needs and develop projects to address those needs, the better chances we have that when these youth become adults, they will become the leaders in our community. All right, so there's some information here on different ideas on what you can do during a Global Youth Service Day celebration event. I also highly recommend you check out the other links. I want to show you the tools real quick, and the first thing I want to show you is the project toolkits. Definitely check out these 3 resources here. They're free. You can download them as a PDF. You can print them out. They include worksheets, templates, ideas, brainstorming sessions, almost anything you can think of to help you create a project, not only for Global Youth Service Day, but at any point if you're an organization working with youth, you can use any of these resources for other service days of the year. So it's got some great information to help with youth programming with a youth development organization. Also some great ideas. Let's say you're a nonprofit that doesn't normally work with youth, but let's say you're a nonprofit working in clean water. You're going to have some really good ideas in these resources on how to engage your local community to further your cause, in this case, our example of clean water. So do check them out. And we do have some ages here, so Youth Changing the World and Mission Planning Guide, 10 and up, 8 and up. And even youth service starts with kiddos as young as 5. And so this one's put together with worksheets and templates geared towards ages 5 to 10. So do take some time at some point to check those out. And we do have some more resources down here. And again, we will be adding more. Again, these are free. You can download them as a PDF and feel free to use them. A couple of the promotional tools. So one way to not only get the word out about Global Youth Service Day, but let's say you're an organization working with youth, one of the opportunities in doing a Global Youth Service Day project is hopefully also to build some capacity in your own organization. And one way that we find in working with groups and organizations is that their communications and their social media strategies are improved through doing a Global Youth Service Day event. And here are some of the tools some of those organizations have used. The first one here we have is the Global Youth Service Day poster. Again, you can download it as a PDF. Once it's downloaded, you can also add your own specific GYSD project information here. So feel free to use that. We've also got 2 Global Youth Service Day logos here that you can either add to a newsletter, add to a flyer, add to your website. And here are some of the templates I was mentioning earlier that organizations have used and have come back and said, hey, you really helped us think through a little bit more how we use social media, how we engage the media as a whole. And so please feel free to look through some of these. We've got some different templates, some best practices in how to use Facebook and Twitter and social media in general, and the key messages that you can use and content for your Facebook and Twitter in support of Global Youth Service Day. And again, a lot of these skills you'll be able to use after Global Youth Service Day for other programs you use with your organization. Last thing I want to point out is that we do have Global Youth Service Day logos in a few different languages. If you don't see your language represented here, totally let us know what it should look like in order to be Global Youth Service Day, and we would be happy to put that together and definitely use it for next year too. Okay, so here are some promotional tools. A couple more things I want to show you real quick before I let you go. One is the Global Youth Service Day store. So if you are an organization in the U.S. and you would like to order some Global Youth Service Day gear, you can follow the links here. All of the gear at the store is sold at cost. So that means this t-shirt that we're selling at $7.50 costs us $7.50. We want to keep the prices as low as we can. And so we're selling everything here at cost. And the last thing I want to show you here is a grant that we have available. It's available for youth age 5 to 25. It's called Get Your Good On. And what this grant is for Global Youth Service Day. So it's a $500 grant that youth can apply to, and the money can be used to help them put together their Global Youth Service Day project. The deadline for this grant is March 1st. And the last thing I want to show you is a stories link. Basically, through this link here, we're going to have program information. We're going to have blogs from youth. We're going to have blogs from organizations who are doing Global Youth Service Day projects. We're going to highlight an organization or project of the week. This is going to be a great place for you to go to read blogs, share some of these blogs through your social media as a way to continue adding content to your social media leading up to Global Youth Service Day. And there'll also be information here too on how you can also submit your blog in order to have it post. We want to hear from everybody. Also, there'll be a link here soon on how to upload photos. We're going to have a photo stream for Global Youth Service Day. So, this is a great place for not only planning your project, but also, hey, to see what people are doing all over the world in support of Global Youth Service Day this year. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this helps you register your project and find a project close to you if you're looking to participate in Global Youth Service Day. Sign the pledge and hope to see your project registered. Take care.